So it's another issue I'm having. I just put $20 worth of gas in the car. You know, I don't put. I only put like $20 worth at a time. Yeah, you know, I don't really got it like that. But also, you know, let's say it's an engineering reason, right? Let's say it keeps the vehicle lighter, so that's why I do it. Ha ha ha, which is not why I do it. I just don't like to spend more than $20 at a time when I go buy gas. So there was gas already in it. There was about a quarter tank of gas already in here. I just put $20 in, so that's probably, I don't know, $3 and change, 6 gallons, about 6 gallons I just put in a while ago. And the needle's still showing empty. Now, it stays that way for a little while, and then eventually goes, it goes back up. Of course, you know, the vehicle has two fuel pumps. You got 2 fuel pumps, right? I don't know if it has two. I don't know if it has 2 fuel pressure senders back there. Also, it has 4 fuel pumps. It has the 2 high pressure fuel pumps in the front, and then of course the ones that are in the tank with the fuel pressure sender. This is a replacement fuel tank that I have in my car right now. Because when I bought the car from the auction, the guys that picked it up with the forklift at Copart, they punctured the plastic gas tank. It's funky that you got a plastic gas tank on an off-road vehicle. It's not even shrouded by any real metal. It's a thin foil paper. No, it's not foil paper. It's a thin aluminum sheet that just covers the front of it. It doesn't even cover the bottom of it. So. And once this high-density polyethylene plastic, or whatever you want to call it, this high-density polyethylene HDPE tank is punctured, you're probably not going to be able to patch it. You can, I don't think that, I don't know of any way that anyone can repair a HDPE fuel tank. Your fuel tank is totally exposed, so don't think that you can drive off-road or drive over something that's on the road that's sticking out. Don't do that. I had a little hole in my tank and I could not.
Red light, camera ahead.
Thank you. I could not get it fixed. I tried to fix it in some very dangerous ways because it's my primary vehicle, and sometimes I used to try to fix it. I used to try to. What I did was stupid. I used my welding iron that I use to weld circuits once in a while to try to melt the HDPE closed. But not only is it HDPE, which is like similar, I think this is LDPE actually. I think this is low density polyethylene because it's very flexible. Now HDPE is a little more rigid. I think your gas can is much more rigid than this plastic that's under this vehicle. I don't know. There's different grades, of course, but it's also lined. It's also lined with a proprietary liner on the inside, so it's not just a coating of. It's not just a blow molded HDPE balloon bottle tank, whatever. It also has a proprietary lining similar to Tetra Tech, similar to the lining that's in your juice box when you buy juice from wherever, Tetra Tech. I think Tetra Tech makes it. I'm not sure.
Red light, camera ahead.
Thank you. So my fuel pressure sender is not working right. I don't think it's an electrical issue. Fuel, yeah. So surprisingly, my car is not telling me that I'm out of gas. Oh, it is telling me I'm out of gas. What the heck am I saying? It is telling me I'm out of gas. Okay, so my tire pressure there's an issue with the tire. Oh, look, you see? Did you watch that? Did you see that? It just went up. It just decided to go up. Now I'm at, what's that? 1, 2, whatever the heck it is. A quarter tank. Now I'm at a quarter tank. So I was at 1/8 of a tank before. So now I'm at a quarter tank. So, that's not a good sign. I don't know, maybe it's just sticking. Maybe it's just sticking because I kept the fuel levels low all the time. I always keep it at no more than a quarter tank, so the mechanism maybe just, I don't know, wore out at that level. So let me see here, because I keep it at that same level all the time. What else is going on? Oh yeah, look, the car is up to temperature now, right? I'm up to temperature. For some reason this does not illuminate anymore. So the car is up to temperature. Look, I just stopped. No smoke. No smoke, everybody. So guess what? It was my exhaust, my camshaft adjuster solenoid O-rings. I keep saying gaskets. I say gasket or O-ring. Don't forgive me. Sometimes something is an O-ring and I call it a gasket. So what happened was I changed the ones near the center of the engine, which are the intake ones, but I didn't change the ones that are on the side, well, on top of the valve cover, which are the exhaust cam adjuster solenoids. Now it's still stinky, so I have my, I don't even smell it, but look, I put my air on circulate. You see, I wore out that button so much because I turn it on every time I get in the car to prevent the smoke from the burning oil getting in my air passages. Now, I didn't even notice it, and it was off that whole time. So we've really finally achieved oil containment, oil spill containment. Now, so yeah, I don't even have to turn that on anymore, but I've turned it on so many times. As you can see, I don't have to worry about it anymore. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Not as much. Yes. So good. Thank God for that. Now, my air ride, while we're talking about it, I see my air ride is stuck right there. That's not too bad. Let's see here. Car. Automatic. It's on automatic right now. So I don't have a choice on what I can set it on. I can't change what I can set it on. I can put it in jack mode still, but I can't change the height manually. I've used the VADCOM per the directions on the Rostec forum, but my my controller won't learn for some reason, even though I measure all of the wheel heights by millimeter going around in the pattern that they suggest. Close all the doors, close the rear hatch. Could be my rear hatch that's causing it, because my rear hatch mechanism, I kind of screwed it up so it doesn't work too good. So who knows? Also, it could be because one day I was here messing with the air ride using the VADCOM thingamabob, and I heard a pop from the engine because the car was running. So I heard a pop from the engine, and I was like, oh crap, and I shut the car off while I was trying to program the module. While I was trying to program the module, I shut the car off, so I could have fried the module, the comfort module or whatever, the air ride controller module thingamabob. I mean, guys are selling them used online for I don't know, more money than I want to spend. $500, $250, stuff like that. So right now it's not the time to be fancy. So the unit has defaulted into the automatic setting. I can adjust it up and down, but it feels fine. I mean, we drive our normal cars without adjusting the height. I mean, when I got the vehicle and I realized I could adjust the height, I was like, wow, that's cool. I wasn't even expecting that. So, hey, whatever. I was pleasantly surprised. It's working fine. I'm feeling fine. I'm riding fine. It's fine. I wouldn't even put it in dynamic. I like to ride it in dynamic. You can't see it. I used to like to ride it in dynamic just to be silly, like I was doing something. But I think that's kind of harsh on stuff, especially if the car's old. You want to, especially on New York roads, which are full of potholes. You don't want to bump up your car on dynamic mode because it's a very hard ride. So automatic, comfort, I think, I don't know. Automatic is like the most fuel efficient height to ride it at anyway. I don't know. I reset this thing here, the fuel efficiency thingamabob, but it keeps changing all the time. I don't know. I guess I haven't done enough miles where it's averaging out. But that's supposed to be the average, not the instantaneous fuel efficiency. But it keeps changing. Anyhow, I just wanted to let you know, my fuel gauge is acting up. If you know anything about why that is, do I need to change the fuel pressure sender? Should I change just the fuel pressure sender? Or I should change the whole pump? The pumps seem to be working fine. I don't have any issues getting fuel delivery. I did a shoddy job like that on a Volvo before where I changed the fuel pressure sender and I kept the fuel pump, and then the fuel pressure sender went out again. And you know, the car, the seal on the fuel pump flange never really sealed right, and it's always stinky. It was always stinky, and anyhow, it caused a lot of complications. It caused a problem because I sold the car, and then the fuel pressure sender didn't work again. And no, you know what I did? I didn't even fix it. No, I didn't change it. I just tried to fix it. Later on, I bought a fuel pressure sender and put it on. But initially, I thought I just pushed the contacts in and it would work. Because it's like a rheostat. It's like a variable resistor. So I said, oh, okay, let me check the contacts on the resistor. Push in some of these copper brushes, and it'll be fine. And then I sold the car to somebody. By the time they got to the inspection station, the check engine light came on, and they failed the inspection, and then they brought the car back to me, and I had to pay them some money because they had bought new tires for the vehicle, and they was like, oh, well, you know what, you screwed me up. Now I'm gonna give you back the car, and you gotta pay back my tires. So that was a very unpleasant experience, especially since it's somebody that I knew personally, and that was definitely a strain on our relationship. So since then, I kind of stay away from trying to sell cars or trying to fix cars and sell cars and shit like that. You know, like I had another bad experience too, where I was working on a Nissan Altima, and the people, they needed a radiator. I said, okay, so what year and what engine size? I don't know. They did not know. They didn't know what year and what engine size it was. They wanted the thing fixed. I said, okay, well, there's a radiator on Amazon. Buy it, and then I'll put it in for you. So when I went and when they got the radiator, I went over there. I said, you know, this is gonna be a 1-2 job. Change that radiator. It ain't nothing. What happened was the pipe for the radiator, whether you got the, I don't know what Nissan Ultimate engine size is. I think it's 3.2 or 2 point something. So like a 3.2 or a 2.6 or something like that. I don't know Nissans like that. I don't know cars, all the cars like that. So based on whichever engine they had and whatever year they had, the connections to the radiator were on the opposite side of the front of the engine. So I had a hard time, went back to AutoZone, tried to put a piece of pipe in between and pipe it using another radiator hose. It was a very sloppy and unpleasant day because I ended up sitting outside in the cold, trying to fix it. And I was like, oh shit, man. You know, it's better I just try to patch the freaking radiator that they had. Or it's better that, you know, I should be like, you know what, I'm not getting involved. So I try not to get involved in working on anybody else's car except for my car. But it was a edifying and a very educational and a very useful experience. Both of those experiences. I just like let people be clear. Like, I don't really work on people's car. I work on my car. You know, because I don't know. You know, not everybody cares to know. And it's not really necessary to know what your engine size and year of your vehicle is.
Red light camera ahead.
Thank you. So, yeah. So, but look, I'm no smoke. I'm so happy. Like I said, there's a guy on YouTube named, I forgot what his name is, European Automotive or something like that. I linked to his channel in the WordPress blog if you want to check him out. He works on BMWs and Audis and I guess other German vehicles or the European vehicles in general. Yeah, he really helped me out. So, he didn't help me out personally, but the video that he posted reminded me I should have changed all 4 cam adjuster solenoid O-rings, not just the 2 on top. The ones that are on the side, I was like, what? I even posted one of the other videos I posted when I was talking about the summary of the vehicle. I was like, I don't even know what these things are. Those are the same things that were on the top. So, anyhow, I did not need to change I didn't need to do a lot of stuff that almost every video that I did, I didn't need to do. Almost every repair that I did to try to stop the oil leakage, I didn't even need to do. So anyhow, but you see my mileage right there, 174,889. So I'm getting close to the 175. I've seen people sell these cars with 200 plus. So I think I got another. I've only put 30,000 miles in the 5 years that I've gotten the car. Oh, maybe you should see the scenery instead of looking at all of that. That's kind of boring, right? I've only put 30,000 miles on the car in 5 years. So what's that? 5 into 30, that's 7,000. No, 5 into 30 is 6,000. So I'm only doing 6,000 a year. So 175. So it's another about 25. So 6 into 25 is what? 6 4 is 24. So I got a little over 4 years left in the vehicle to make 200,000. Continuing the way that I've been driving, which is not much. So yeah, another, what am I saying? 4 years? 4 years is good. Well, 4 years from now will be 2026. And that's, I think, when the economy is going to recover. So maybe, whoa, look at that. Oh, Corvette. So around 2026, yeah, that's when the economy will be recovering, I think, Anyhow, but that's for another discussion. That doesn't mean that my pockets will recover, even though the economy will, right? So are we talking about cars anymore? What are we talking about right now? Okay, we're getting weird right now, right? Yeah, we're getting very weird. So yeah, man. Yeah. Getting up there. Probably, yeah, I think I'm gonna make it 200,000, God willing, if I don't start crashing into things again like I crashed in the back of the car into something yesterday. No check engine light on. The only reason I had a check engine light is because I didn't plug my stuff back in. My brake, it says brake light. Oh, my brake light in the back, I don't know, I gotta check that when I get a chance. My brake shoes light, where's the brake shoe light? There it is. Brake shoes, light bulb, brake light again, tire pressure, brakes. So my brake sensors, the wires on the brake sensor, the brake level sensor was damaged. So that's the reading is not necessarily good because I changed the brakes. I've changed the brakes maybe I'd say 3 years ago. 3 years ago, yeah. I don't know how often people change their brakes, but definitely my rotors have rings in them.
In 1 mile, turn left onto South Franklin Street.
Okay, so definitely my rotors need changing. I'm not gonna do that. My brakes might need some changing also. Brakes are pretty cheap. I can change the brakes. Let's check out the scenery. We're in Hempstead, New York right now. So check, a lot of like nice greenery somewhere, some of the places. Anyhow, but that's it, man. Thanks for listening. If you got a rotor machine and you're in New York City and it doesn't cost too much, maybe you can just sand the rotors down for me. Just lay the rotors, sand the rotors back down. These ones are pretty bad though. Anyhow, man, yo, thanks. I'm out.